Hey everybody, Jason here. Hope you guys are all enjoying your long holiday weekends. Tesla was once again the talk of social media this weekend with their Q2 deliveries beating expectations. The stock gapped up, saw tons of activity, and it made me want to dig into the chart and see kind of where we're at. We're going to take a look at some technicals and some fundamentals. We'll start with fundamentals, specifically with seasonality. We are coming off the hottest month of the year into much more normal, cooler performance. Looks like July has about a 50% win rate historically on Tesla. Next up, data flow, and specifically unusual options and analyst estimates. We did see quite a few reiterations of previous estimates come in yesterday and today. On the unusual options side, definitely dominated by call flow today. And then finally, on other data, I want to call your attention to short volume, which has been falling off a cliff over the past couple of weeks. It's not really a surprise. Who wants to stand in front of a freight train? But we are going to be keeping a close eye on this value to see where it heads next. So that's a little bit about the fundamentals. Let's talk some technicals here. We've got the downward sloping trend line from the all-time highs, and we've got the 0.618 fib retrace from the all-time highs as well. We see that price is coming right into that level around 295, and that is conveniently just below the September 2022 highs. This is going to be a very, very important spot for price to gain if it is going to continue higher. It's got some work to do to get above this. And then finally, I want to talk about earnings. We've got earnings coming up on Tesla here in about 2 weeks. I know that lots of traders are interested in trading the run up to earnings, but the reality is this thing has already run up quite a bit from the lows after the last earnings report. We're up over 80%. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to go ahead and create a strategy that included that additional 80% move. So I went ahead and made it right here. And when we run it, what we find is that this is not a very common thing for Tesla. This has only happened 3 other times in the past, but when it happens, the win rate just before earnings is actually 100%. These are all winning trades with an average return of 10.43%. That suggests that this move actually does still have a bit of meat on the bone. If we go back in history, we can look at the past 2 times this setup has occurred. Right here, when we entered, we gained an additional almost 17% before getting out just before earnings. Right here, we gained an additional 4.13%. Pretty interesting stuff.